Hi, this is Attila 16, and this is another battle from my campaign. So, I'm defending against a garrison, and it's snowing, which is good for me because it will exhaust the enemy a little. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I haven't read the description about what it does. Now, the enemy have an army which is a garrison, and that means it's a lot of levy infantry as well as a couple of levy infantry and spear levy. And they also have one or two general, perhaps, what's that? Artillery. I guess I'll just wait out of range of artillery. Since that's a fixed artillery, I guess nobody will complain about that. And yeah, I have line infantry, so I'm really not particularly impressed by the kind of opposition they are bringing here. And that should be fairly easy. I also have a lot of melee units, which is a kind of characteristic of my army. It's half modern units and half old unit. So that's a good balance, because what you need is really the capacity to engage in melee as well as the capacity to fire from afar. And with that you can pretty much engage anything. At the same time, I don't have any cavalry because I don't really use any cavalry in this. Probably will be useful to have a couple of samurai cavalry in order to shoot the enemy generals. Well, snipe them by a cavalry charge, if you see what I mean. At the same time, I have plenty of spear units, so I can take care of enemy cavalry fairly easily. Like that. I'll just charge them. And surprise! At the same time, some of my matchlock Kashi are supporting my troops. So that means this general unit has been wiped out without much trouble. So I'll just bring back my Yarikashi. And what about here? Alright, so I'll deploy my troops in a wider line in order to outmaneuver the enemy. And here I'll redeploy a few troops.
Your general is under attack.
My general is under attack, so I'll pull him back a little. And now we're in a pretty long line battle. And I will answer that line battle by maneuvering my spear units on the side, like that. And by doing so, I hope to flank the enemy units. Like that. I'll just try to rush the enemy. I'll move my riflemen as well. And what about here? What am I doing? Okay, I'll move my Yarikashi over there. I'll pursue these guys here. I'll charge this guy here. I'll charge this guy here in the flank. I'll redeploy my infantry in order to maintain the front integrity. I'll move my general closer in order to simply suppress the enemy with the pistols. At the same time, I now have a couple of Yarikashi engaging the enemy from the rear. I'll redeploy a few of my line infantry on the flank here. Now the enemy is routed.
Victory is assured, sir.
And now I'll engage the enemy from the rear here. I'll move my troops here in order to shoot the fleeing enemies. I'll order my general to pursue the enemy, as well as a couple of my line infantries. And that was a victory. I'll just continue in order to really make sure to wipe out all the enemies, or as many of them as possible, because the more enemies I'll kill, the least I will have to fight later on. And yeah, it's bloody and everything. Okay, I think most of the enemies have been wiped out. So I'll just... oh wait, there's one unit over there, which we need to eliminate. I'll send the entire army on them now. And well, my general is shooting the enemy, which is interesting. It's like they are shooting first, and then they attack with the saber if the enemy is not dead. I'll order these Yarikashi to run faster in order to catch up to the enemy. Oh, there's blood all over the place. Okay. What's running over here? Don't know. Okay, I think that's all. So let's go back to the campaign now. I think, yeah, that was a decisive victory. And let's do the campaign now. Alright, so I just had a decisive victory, killed 1,400 and lost 300. As a result of this, the city will be very easy to capture, hopefully. And once it's captured, I guess I will be able to redeploy my army where it's needed. And I'll do another battle here. Don't need to see that. And I guess what I'll do here is I'll loot this place. That's how crude I am. But I'll fix it here. What's that? Training camp. Don't need that. What's that? I'll order. That's okay. And once this is done, I'll just go back to my own territory and face the new enemies I have. And here I'll scout to see what's going on over here. And with my geisha, I'll go see what's over there. And now here, I have defeated a quite powerful army here, and I'll make sure that this general doesn't annoy me anymore. So decisive victory. Hopefully he's dead. I'll promote my own general. I'll go back in there. And now there's a quite devastated army here. I have an army here as well. So now my worries are mostly about what's going on here. Because if the enemy decide to attack here, and this guy clearly doesn't have the capacity to defend himself, I will have to do something about that. So I need to hold it, not pushing too much on that side, because there might be an army coming here. And if it does come here, that will be very annoying. Okay, what can I produce? Kaisho Ninja. That could be fun. And how about that? Well, the thing is that now I'm really full of cash, because I pillaged the place, but it's costing me quite a bit to update all that stuff. That's why I pillaged the other place. And yeah, okay. I don't know if I saw an army here, there was movement somewhere in a forest somewhere. So I don't know what's going on. I'll just keep my garrison where it is. And I guess I'll do a sea battle, which I never did. So let's do it. Might get the Leon here. So I have a better ship, so I should probably win this. But we'll see that in the next episode.